Hi guys, in today's video tutorial I will be sharing with you all how to draft this stylish underbust corset dress. Happy New Year to all my wonderful subscribers, both new and returning subscribers. You all are welcomed. This video is actually based on pattern drafting, which is a step-by-step video tutorial. So to learn more, you have to stick till the end, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like, comment and share with friends. So guys, let's get started. On my pattern paper, this is my shoulder line, my bust line, underbust line, waistline and my hip line. I normally do this on this channel. Okay, then coming over to my shoulder line, I'm going to take my shoulder measurement of 16 inches divided by 2 is going to give me 8 inches. So I'll mark my 8 inches point. Then, still leaving my tape, I'm also going to take my front neckline width of 4 inches, which is this point here. Okay, then coming over to my 8 inches point, I'm going to go down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope, and from my shoulder slope point I'm going to go down by 8 inches to mark for my armhole. Okay, then I went ahead to connect all my points together just the way you see me doing it here in this video. So guys, this line here will serve as my chest line. Okay, then the next thing to do here is to take our armhole curve. Okay, coming over to my armhole, I'm going to divide what I have here as to get my midpoint, which is 4 inches. Okay, then I'm going to move in by half an inch. Okay, and to get my armhole curve, I'm going to divide my bust circumference. My bust circumference of 36 inches divided by 4 is going to give me 9 inches. So I'll go ahead and mark my 9 inches point here. Add 1.5 inch for my hemming allowance. Okay, so I'm going to connect these 3 points together. Then the next thing to do here is to mark for our dart. Okay, coming over to our waistline, I'm going to take my nipple to nipple measurement is 8 inches divided by 2 is going to give me 4 inches. So I'm going to mark 4 inches at my waistline and also at my underbust line. Okay, then I'm also going to draw a straight line. Then the next thing to do here is to take our front neckline length. Okay, because this dress has a deep V neckline, so the neckline is going to stop at our chest line. Okay, I'm going to connect it this way. Okay, and also I'm going to extend my dart nipple to nipple line, which is my dart leg, to my hip line. Okay, so I'm going to mark my points, then also extend my line. Then at my waistline, I'm going to take half an inch from both sides of my nipple to nipple line. Okay, after that I'm going to go down by 5 inches, mark my point. Okay, then connect my dart leg. Okay, I'll also connect it to my underbust. The next thing to do here is to draft for our underbust corset. Okay, so to do that, I'm going to place my curve ruler like this. Okay, you can see what I'm doing to meet with my dart leg, which is my nipple to nipple point here. Okay, so I'm going to draft it this way. Okay, can you see that? Then the next thing to do here is to take our basic body measurement. Okay, coming over to my bust line, my bust circumference of 36 inches divided by 4 is going to give me 9 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and mark my 9 inches point here, then add 1.5 inch for my hemming allowance, which is here. To my underbust circumference of 28 inches divided by 4 is going to give me 7 inches. Okay, so I'll go ahead and mark 7 inches point here, then also add my 1.5 inch hemming allowance. Okay, to my waist circumference of 30 inches divided by 4 is going to give me 7.5 inch. Okay, so I'll go ahead and mark my 7.5 inch point, then add 1.5 inch hemming allowance here. Okay, then down to my hip circumference of 38 inches divided by 4 is going to give me 9.5 inch. Okay, so I'll also go ahead and mark my 9.5 inch point, which is here, then also add my 1.5 inch hemming allowance. Okay, then this full pattern paper is going to serve as our dress length. Okay, you can as well extend to your desired length. So I'm going to repeat my hip measurement at my hem line of my pattern paper. So what I have at my hip line is 11 inches. So I'll go ahead and retake my hip measurement at the hem of my pattern paper, okay, which is here. Then I'll go ahead and connect all my marked points together. Okay, then the next thing to do here is to cut this out. Okay, so guys, after cutting, this is what you are going to have. Then remember that the upper part of our dress pattern has pleats, okay, at the neckline. I'm going to make my pleats. Okay, I'm going to create my pleats of 1/2 inch. Also go ahead and cut out the underbust corset out. After that, I went ahead to label it. Also cut out your pleats just the way you see me doing it here in this video. Okay, so guys, this is it for the pleat at the shoulder line of your bust. This is it. Then for my underbust gathers, I'll also go ahead and slit along my bust here just the way you see me doing it here. Okay, after that, I went ahead to cut along my marked lines, okay, just the way you see me doing it here in this video. And also don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like, comment and share with friends. Okay, so guys, this is for your front pattern. Okay, after cutting, this is what you are going to have. Okay, so this is the pleated shoulder part and this is the gathered part. Okay, the underbust gathered part. Okay, so this is it. Then let's go ahead and cut for the back pattern. Okay, so guys, to draft for my back pattern, as you can see, I've gone ahead to give my zipper allowance of 1 inch. Then there is my armhole line, my bust line, underbust line, waistline and my hip line. Okay, just the same way we drafted for the front pattern. Okay, then the next thing to do here is to curve for our neckline. For our back neckline, I will be making use of 1.5 inch. So I'll go ahead and curve for my neckline. Then the next thing to do here is to curve for our armhole. Okay, I normally do this on this channel, so I'm going to get my midpoint, which is 4 inches here. Then the next thing to do is to divide my bust circumference of 36 inches divided by 4 is going to give me 9 inches. So I'll go ahead and mark my 9 inches point, which is here. Then add my hemming allowance of 1.5 inch here. Okay, so I'm going to curve for my armhole to meet my midpoint. After that, the next thing to do here is to take our basic body measurement. Coming over to my bust line, my bust circumference of 36 divided by 4 is going to give me 9 inches. So I'll mark my point here, then add 1.5 inch hemming allowance. To my underbust of 28 inches divided by 4 is going to give me 7 inches. So I'll mark my 7 inches point, then add my 1.5 inch hemming allowance. To my waistline, my waist circumference of 30 inches divided by 4 is going to give me 7.5 inch. So I'll mark my point here, then add my 1.5 inch hemming allowance. Okay, down to my hip circumference of 38 inches divided by 4 is going to give me 9.5 inch. So I'll mark my point here, also add my hemming allowance. Okay, then I'll take my hip measurement down to the hemline of my pattern paper, which serves as our dress length. Okay, so I'll mark my point here. All right, then the next thing is to connect all our points. And for our back pattern dart, coming over to my waistline, I'm going to take my nipple to nipple measurement, which is 4 inches. Okay, so I'll mark my 4 inches point here. All right, then I'm going to go up by 3 inches, which is my underbust length. Okay, which is here. Then I'm also going to go down by 5 inches. Okay, this is for our back pattern dart. Also go ahead and take out 1/2 inch from both sides of your nipple to nipple line. Okay, then connect this to this and to this point. So guys, to create our stylish back neckline, okay, what I'm going to do here, coming over to my neckline, okay, to my neckline here, I'm going to come down by 1 inch. Okay, come down by 1 inch. Then I'm going from my point here, I'm going to use my curve ruler to curve like this to meet my underbust side hem here. Okay, so I'll be cutting out this part. Okay, this marked part, I'll be cutting this marked part out. Okay, okay guys, so this is what you are going to have for your back pattern. And please, while cutting on your back pattern, come in by 1.5 inch here. You can see I didn't give any allowance to this. Just come in by 1.5 inch and make your curve. Okay, then also go ahead and contour for your zipper allowance, which I've been doing here in this channel. Okay, so guys, after cutting, this is what I have for both the front and the back pattern. Then I also went ahead to arrange it on my fabric. You can see I went ahead to trace it out. Okay, also go ahead and subtract 2 inches from the side hem of your pattern paper. Okay, you can see what I'm doing here. Go ahead and subtract 2 inches. Okay, this is a pencil dress and it needs to come out with that pencil shape. Okay, so guys, don't forget to hit on the subscription button, subscribe to this channel, like, comment and share with your friends. Okay, and if you have any question, do well to drop it on the comment section. I'll be there to attend to you. As you can see here, I left about 1 inch. Okay, because here will be slitted. It has a front slit. Okay, also go ahead and measure the length of your slit, then notch it. Okay, then I also went ahead to trace out for my back pattern. Okay, just the way you see me doing it here in this video. So guys, you can see this is how I will be cutting it out. Okay, this is how I will be cutting it out. You can see I went in by 1.5 inch. Okay, here, then cut it out. Okay,